Hey everybody, welcome to TTT Urban Homestead. I'm going to do a quick tour today. It's the 22nd of June. Rain is slacking up a little, but we actually still got a downpour yesterday. So this week is supposed to be in the 90s, even up to 100. So hopefully we get the heat coming out. Some of these plants, they don't like all this rain and water. They like the heat better than, as long as you keep the soil moist, you'll be good. Here's the eggplant area, looking good. Got the flowers coming out. And then once we start seeing the little baby eggplants, you know it'll be soon when we start picking. Alright, here's the okra. Okra's looking good. We've actually picked a couple. Here's one. It's actually ready. So this is the initial okra area that I had last year. Yep, these plants are doing well. Okay, the 4 o'clock high. There's an actual seed right there, just sitting there. But if you watch these closely, you can collect the seeds and plant some more in other places. Alright, the food plot in the front is doing good. I planted mostly flowers and like marigolds, even inside. I put a row here, and then down the front side, and then another at each fence post. I put some more marigolds. Starting to mature and flower. Peppers. This second set, which is in the second row, which is right here. I don't think they're getting enough heat yet. They're gonna get it this next week, so we'll see how that goes. Volunteer zinnia really coming out. I did not even plant this. I don't think I planted. I think I moved this one from somewhere else. And then we have the sunflowers on the back side, and some of these are smaller versions, and other ones are like mammoth versions, which grow like 14, 16 feet tall. All right, we got some crookneck squash in here, and I haven't grown squash maybe for a very, very long time, and they seem to be doing well in the ground. And then I have a row of, right here, another row of eggplant and a row of okra, and these are all in the ground in the Georgia soil with a little amendments. I did put a lot of mulch and basically composted wood chips and stuff like that. So there is a nice thick layer of mulch on this bed just to keep it from drying out solid. Alright, another row of in the ground okra, so it starts down here and it goes up. That's the okra right there. Goes all the way up to here. And then we have the amaranth. This is a summer green, Caribbean green. It does come out with this little seed plume looking thing, or flower plume on the top. So I'm expecting them to do pretty well with the heat. Again, we're still kind of waiting on the heat. Supposed to hit us this week, so let's see what happens. Alright, this is squash in the bag, looking kind of rough. So these bags are wet, so they're still not hot enough to keep all the excess moisture out. The chamomile is starting to put out a few flowers. It likes the heat too, so waiting on that. Strawberry patch. Still picking a few strawberries every once in a while. It's not the seasons that season's over. So, alright, head to the back. Alright, in the back. Still got some marigolds I need to plant. Here I've added another netting for these cucumbers. They're doing very well compared to last year. I added most of the cucumbers in bags and they didn't do so well. The bugs just kind of tore them up. But cucumbers are doing well here. I'm waiting on the ones in the front to kind of climb that fence. So keep an eye on these. Got to keep them picked because you don't want any cucumber to turn like a yellow color because it will kind of make the plant stop producing. Tomatoes. Had a battle with the hornworm. So the hornworm, which if you don't catch the hornworm in time, it can pretty much destroy your tomatoes and your plants. Not the tomatoes themselves, but the plants, and then that stops the plants from producing fruit. Green beans coming on very strong. This is but lots and lots of tomatoes. But some of these plants I'm going to have to replace, which I've already started that process of cloning some plants. Same over here. As you can see, the hornworm. This was a yellow tomato, which they're very good. But the hornworm comes in and just eats all your leaves. And if you don't catch them, all your foliage is gone off your plant. And then it can't work on photosynthesis and stuff like that. So still got tomatoes, got lots of tomatoes. So we're gonna be, we need to get out here and pick some now. This is the Paris costless. Little process on that is letting this go to seed and then collecting. This is going to be thousands of seeds. I don't even need that many, but I usually just let them go, collect the seeds, and then if anybody wants some or whatever, I give them away. Potatoes, I think they're getting very close to harvesting. I'm going to let the top layer kind of die off. The sweet potatoes these won't get to harvest until October, November probably. So they're doing their thing. Got a little petunia back there in the bag. Roma tomatoes. Looking real rough. I also had a hornworm issue with them. I've got replacement plants. We got all summer to grow, so we'll grow another set and keep a better eye on for the hornworm. You can use a black light at night, and maybe I'll do a little video on that. But I should have been going out looking for the hornworms. The beets doing very well. Haven't been picking them as much as I probably should. I probably need to harvest these because they are getting pretty big. Onions. I try to weed these out, but as soon as I try to pull out something, I end up pulling out an onion that's trying to form. And these onions are trying to produce their bulb now. So, I'll leave that alone. And you can see down in there, little bulbs starting to form on the onions. This is the row of bag strawberries, raised bag strawberries. Carla comes out and picks here every other day. She'll pick a few, not a lot, but here's the table. I need to just clean this up. I'm not gonna keep doing the Parascotch lettuce because it's just too hot now. It's pretty much going to bolt. Here's some calendula, which I've never grown. I need to get them transplanted. And they say it's a real medicinal type flower. And celery. Celery's looking very good. Come out here. I've been out here a few times, just picking a little bit of celery, take a couple stalks. That's looking good. Lots of radish seeds. And the pool is up and running. Still, water's a little bit cool. Waiting on this heat wave to really warm up the water. Alright, so the pepper area inside the greenhouse. We're looking pretty good with the peppers. They like the heat, but I give them a little bit of this area doesn't get as much sun, so we'll see how they do. Peppers that are out in the front yard they get full sun, so it's kind of a test. There's a banana pepper. I believe that is a long green pepper, basically pepper that looks like that. Looks like a banana. But I like that creeper. I didn't see that. I've been in here a couple days. So the inside cucumber, here's what it looks like now. So this is how you get the mold stuff gets on the leaves, and basically, and it's actually, I've seen some on the outside plants too, so I do need to keep an eye on that. But there is that is chamay melon, and we tried that. Chamay melon is this very small melon, grows like a cucumber, and you gotta let it turn yellow and then it's ripe. But I'm gonna probably this week I'll end up clearing this out, pick all the melons. We've got all this stuff is also planted outside along the fence line. So this was the greenhouse. We was able to start everything early, keep it warm, and we'll see what we do next year. But the outside cucumbers are doing very well this right now, and just trying to use as many companion plants as I have read about. I'm using a couple. So nasturtium, they're supposed to be very good. That's the one on the corner here. Got that fat leaf, and then there is one down in here. Let's see, yeah, there it is, right here. And then of course the marigolds. Alright, so I don't want to make this too long, make it short and get it published, because got a lot of this other stuff I'm doing, and sometimes I don't have time to make the video. So, alright, I'll talk to you soon. Hit the like, share, comment, and talk to you soon from TTT Urban Homestead.